back in week 1. The Falcons dominated their first matchup against the Saints.
Season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. Jerick McKinnon now to return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. It's the Mississippi State product at quarterback. Calling the shots will be Dak Prescott.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. Prescott's throw into the hands of Henry here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. From the 38, Prescott. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Galladay. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Throwing, Prescott. He completes it to Henry. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
Tough defense there on 3rd down, but what a product of good coaching and even better execution because he realized he's in field goal range, no sense forcing anything, and he made sure he didn't.
The kick by Lambeau is good, and the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Cordero Patterson to return it, bringing it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. So here come the Falcons now to get the football for the first time. As we get a peek at the former Red Raider and 10th pick in the 2017 draft, Patrick Mahomes.
And he did everything possible to rally his team to a win last week, didn't he? What did he throw for?
Over 450 yards.
I mean, that's a pretty phenomenal performance. So, obviously, he and the offense were clicking pretty well. The other 2/3, though, that comes into question. Defense and special teams, they'll need all of them to play better in this one, too.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 20 carries, 66 yards, and a touchdown.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they were going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space.
Shoves him aside. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now you're right. They're in man-to-man. Maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you get 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
Extra point tacked on by Lambo. And the lead grows to 10-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
So an early 10-0 lead for him now as they kick it away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Patrick Mahomes on his way out for their next drive. And he'll need to put that interception out of his mind quickly because between the field goal and the pick 6, they're already looking up at a 2-score differential.
And isn't it interesting that a lot of the time when we talk about having a short memory, we say that's a defensive back, right? Got beat for a touchdown pass, throw it out. Quarterbacks have to do the same thing. They make a mistake, come back and be the best quarterback you were before.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed first down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
First and 10, Taylor now.
Running right through him. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result because this is a team that's down big early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Taking a shot for Samuel. And that is incomplete.
These two teams, they met in Atlanta earlier in the year with the Falcons winning that game. So they'll be looking for the win here in New Orleans to complete the season sweep.
Mahomes will try again on 2nd down.
He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete.
That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10.
Well, this defense for the Saints, they were terrific a week ago in that win over Detroit.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
Well, you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
Now, I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit and find our way back into this game.
On 1st down, Mahomes. Open man is Samuel, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw complete there to Johnson.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So not quite a first and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Milton Williams.
Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game watching this offensive line because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
To try again after the sack, Mahomes. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
Yeah, it's still early in the game. No sense taking a chance on 3rd down and forcing one into traffic. So I like the wise play he made there. Get it to the sideline out of bounds, or no one's going to have a chance at it.
Rosa's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3.
So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
To return, it's McKinnon.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
Out comes the Saints offensive unit and the NFC playoff race. Let's have a look at it. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Falcons offense making their way onto the field. Let's take a look at the playoff picture coming into the weekend in the NFC.
And for the moment, they're sitting pretty in possession of that number 2 seed. But as we know and often happens, this is all still subject to change.
You're so right about that. But even though the math isn't there yet, I think it's going to take new math for them not to make the playoffs. They're almost certainly going to be in the tournament and certainly going to be a dangerous team if you have to play against them. And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now here's Mahomes. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jonathan Taylor
with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Rosas good with the extra point.
And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play.
10 apiece as the kick's away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinney decides against returning it.
Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, if they're out there, we'll see if they can pick those things back up.
On second down, it's Pollard.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Possibly a good spot here to take a shot as they come out with 3 receivers to the left on second and less than a yard. Here's Prescott.
Right back to Henry, and Henry's got it again.
And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 44-yard line. Prescott to throw it. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And incomplete on the deep ball. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Prescott. Complete. It's Henry. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
A first down throw for Prescott. Flush to his right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he's able to get in there and make a great play.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott over the middle. That's caught by Harry.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Prescott now.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Prescott yet again. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
1st and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
Now Prescott. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Levine Toilolo. His first touchdown on the year. And the Saints have taken the lead.
You get where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. They find themselves open for an easy touchdown.
Lambo on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line.
Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
And again, it's Mahomes.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Rosas' kick is good. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
The Saints coming out now to take the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
They go back to Pollard on 2nd down.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
For the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Prescott. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Azeez Ojulari in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Seems to me that our friend Old Momentum, I think he's definitely changed teams in this game.
It's only going to grow after that sack, and now, heck, they can get the ball back here and possibly even get the lead. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away.
Cordero Patterson deep for Atlanta.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Meanwhile, checking in on what's going on in Baltimore. It's now a 2-touchdown lead there for the Dolphins. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
2nd down, another run with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
60 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
On 1st down, Taylor. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
The Falcons on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
I like the look that they just showed there. When you come out in a passing formation, spread things out a little bit, it makes it really hard to cover the middle of the field, doesn't it? Because you've got to go out to the perimeter and cover those guys.
Yep, exactly. Got some good blocking, too. Helped him pick up the 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
That's complete to his tight end, Freiermuth.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Touchdown, Falcons!
Pat Freiermuth.
His 9th touchdown of the season, and the Falcons have retaken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Rosas to add the extra point. And that one gives them a 3-point lead. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Out of the end zone comes McKinnon. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Dak Prescott and the offense heading back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but they're losing. And I think as the captain of the offense, you probably always feel like you need to do more in that situation.
The best have always felt that way, and they won't settle for anything less. So right now, his goal is to increase what he's doing on the field, try to make sure his teammates come along with him, and he feels like if I do better, everyone will do better. And that's what we're seeing from him right now. Got to have a little extra determination.
Yeah, a little extra determination. He has thrown the touchdown pass. No interceptions for him personally to this point. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the #3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw there complete to Allen.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. To throw again on second down. Prescott. That's caught by Galladay. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 18.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
From the red zone now, Prescott. This is caught.
And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And these two hooked up on a nice game to play before, and I always admire play callers. They see a play that works and go right back to it, so they went right back to him. The reward, they're set up with 1st and goal.
So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now here's Pollard. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, #2, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
They go back to Pollard on second down.
And this time he is in. Yes. Tony Pollard with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Saints have retaken the lead.
So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Lambo to add on the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. Well, the Falcons now going to go on offense late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, we'll see if they want to try to put a drive together, possibly even take the lead here with a touchdown.
Mahomes now on first down.
They'll drop this down to Taylor.
And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one.
Winds up and lets it go for Samuel.
And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Mahomes hit. He lost the football. The Saints say they have it, and they do. He let one slip away last week as well, so now 2 fumbles lost in as many weeks.
Well, we were out at practice, and we watched him work. And what did his quarterback coach talk about all week?
Being a two-hand monster.
And we looked at each other. Two-hand. Oh, I get it. Two-hand monster. Both hands on the football. Taking care of it. Putting it away so the ball doesn't get dropped.
35 seconds. All that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Prescott now after the fumble recovery. And caught by Henry. And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now the Saints will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. From the 41, Prescott.
Swinging this out for Pollard.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached halftime here. Charles has already thrown off his headset. He's out here. He says, it's Christmas Day. I'm going home. We're not done yet, though. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Happy holidays to you all at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll begin up at Bank of America Stadium in Uptown Charlotte. And the Panthers are out in front as they play the second quarter. The Panthers seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory. From there, let's head up to Cincinnati to check in on the Bengals at home at Paul Brown Stadium. And they currently trail in that game against the visiting Patriots. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of touchdown passes. Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie, see what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And as you see, they are currently all tied up with the visiting Washington football team. Next, a look at the next-gen stats in that first half for the Falcons. And they were able to have a little bit of success on the ground. The question will be, will they stick with it? Or will they be throwing more to try and regain this lead? Meanwhile, for the Saints, you get a look at what they were able to do.
And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And Patterson will not return it. It comes out to the 25. The Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
85 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
Back to Taylor on first down.
Fights off the defender. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Taylor. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Mahomes looks to throw on third down. Open man is Taylor. He's got it.
And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now here's Mahomes. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A big play that time on the catch and run.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
They'll run here with Taylor.
And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Mahomes now to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
David Onyemata picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
The 2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Now after the sack, here's 3rd and goal from the 20. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He finds Taylor, complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
No, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. Rosa's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within a point. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the 2nd half.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Looking to throw. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Takes this one up past the 20 after he's able to make a man miss. The 1st down screen pass, good for 5.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. To throw is Prescott. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a 1st down. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a 1st down.
They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down.
And a good pickup there. He gets about 6 up to midfield.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. Prescott now from the 50. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes.
Azeez Ojulari. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack, and that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Atlanta prepped and readied for its next possession.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy, is it?
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right.
And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. It's a big play there for Atlanta.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
They'll run on first down. Taylor. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
They give to Taylor out of the gun.
And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you're talking about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Mahomes now on first down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Jonathan Taylor.
His 21st touchdown of the season.
And the Falcons go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
They'll let Taylor try and run.
And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. It's caught by Davis. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. They were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Mahomes to throw. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Falcons first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
First down, Atlanta.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Falcons. They've got the football. They've got the lead as we get set to start the 4th. Touchdown! Deebo Samuel with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. To return, it's McKinnon. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. And as this offense makes their way back out, NFC playoff race time, we give you a look at what's going on there. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Here's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he is going to have a Saints first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Prescott. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Hayes. Takes this to the 45. Got a little space after that nice move.
Always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tougher, guys trying to get to the football.
The Saints on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Pollard again. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hayes. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Throwing again on 2nd down. Prescott throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the 4th.
And that's what these guys have done all game long because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
Lambo on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it all culminates in a Saints touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. No return here for Patterson, so they'll begin things at the 25-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now Mahomes.
Samuel bringing in the slant.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They go play fake. Mahomes. Caught right side. Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down. Stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now it's Mahomes again.
Quick completion here to Johnson.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. On 1st down, Taylor. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 17-yard line. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. The quick slant caught. Touchdown, Falcons.
Pat Freiermuth.
A beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons extend this 4th quarter lead, and they are getting closer and closer to win number 11. But that's certainly an important touchdown there. It makes this a 2-score game.
But as we've seen, no lead is safe in this one with the way these two offenses have lit up the scoreboard. I would imagine that on their sidelines, they're both yelling at their defenses, hey, you want to get involved here? One big play from you, that could win the game for us.
Rosas good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
43, Saints 31.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And they'll start at the 25 as McKinnon decides against returning it.
Let's go!
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Prescott on 1st down. Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. Short play like that in this situation this late, that's a win for the defense.
No doubt. I remember something Coach Madden used to talk about all the time. Sometimes you can't just take what the defense gives you. You have to take what you need. And in this case, the offense is taking what the defense is giving them, not what they need.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Here's Prescott.
Incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
Now Dak.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. All right,
they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. And here now come the Falcons. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on 1st down. Taylor, and he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Taylor. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Now a timeout called for by the defense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
The Falcons in victory formation as they take a knee. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help it.